Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, February 6th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I lean into the miracle mindset vibes. So, this is a teeny miracle. Not even, well, we're going to consider it a miracle because miracle mindset. I often, before I record, like to tell Alexa to just play music just to see what comes up before I record. And I sit here and, prepare myself and, groove to the music. And a song came on today that has never played on any of my playlists on Alexa. And it's so perfect. So I actually know the song. I think I know the band and not the name of the song. I think the band is Hot Chocolate. The song is I Believe in Miracles. Where you been, you sexy thing? And it's the I Believe in Miracles part. Because I was sitting here and the song, while that's playing, before that's playing, a song from, I think it's Cinderella, maybe Sleeping Beauty. I get them mixed up. But a dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. That was playing in my head because, let's get to the astro of it all. We have the North Node and Neptune aligning today. Now, they have been hanging out at the same degree for a little bit, and they're going to continue to hang out for a little bit because they're both kind of just inching along, moving slow. But today is the exact day, and there's power in the exact day. And so it was kind of like an affirmation, a nod from the universe, tiny miracle of like, yes, lean into the miracles. I believe in miracles. Yes. And I know this world doesn't feel or look like that. And I look at tomorrow's astro and I'm like, yeah, tomorrow's probably not going to look and feel like it either. But the universe is like, but please hold space for this. Please utilize miracle mindset. What's a miracle mindset? Miracle mindset, I believe, is holding space for possibilities, knowing that anything can happen, and doing, personally, when I'm in a miracle mindset, doing my best to align my words, thoughts, actions in alignment with what's the best that can happen in my life, okay? So it's not about like completely putting on pink rose-colored glasses and shutting out the world, but it's knowing that like in my own little existence in the universe, leaning into the best that can happen and leaning into where good things can unfold, where good things can and do unfold, and leaning into that. So, miracle mindset, North Node, Neptune. Now this again, it's not a call to like get completely ungrounded, and it's not a call for toxic positivity. It's just holding the space for the good. And part of the good is knowing and reminding ourselves that God, Spirit, Universe can take the nefarious and use it for good. And I think that when we are in our better places within ourselves, we can better align with solutions, meaning solutions, our call to action from soul, from source, and not from fear, and not from anything misguided outside of ourselves, right? So we want to connect into solution to help move us in and through things. And this is good because we have the moon in Gemini. So definitely mental energy swirling. And not to mention, we have Mercury and the Sun building into a conjunction. Cheat sheet, what day is that happening? The 9th. So we have a few more days of this building, in case you've been struggling with sleep at all. Sun and Mercury building into a conjunction. But tomorrow, I was like, ugh. Tomorrow we have both the Sun and Mercury in conjunct with Mars still retrograde in Cancer. And so when I was looking at that, I was like, oof. It doesn't matter if you're walking your talk and thinking your talk, and miracle mindset like might feel a little rough around the edges in that energy. And yet, We can bring ourselves back to miracle mindset. Now, today, that was part of my work. Something that I have been struggling with. I felt disappointed about some of the unfolding of how it was unfolding. And I cried about it. I napped on it and brought myself back to like trusting in the unfolding. One of my mantras that has been really helping me is God is always on time. And leaning into that, like even though this is not happening in my sense of timing, there is a divine timing to how things are unfolding. And after feeling my feels, I moved myself back into that place. But it took time. So just keep that in mind as we build into this astro energy. If you're not feeling all miracly all day, that's okay. But please bring yourself back, because it does shift things, and I tell you that from experience. Now, besides that, we have the moon in Gemini making all of the connections today. So the moon in Gemini is connecting to Venus. Where's Venus? I mean, I know where it is. It's in Aries, but what degree is it at? Venus finishing up at 1 degree today, moving very slowly. The moon is also connecting into Pluto, which is hanging out at 2 degrees. Venus and Pluto coming in for a sextile soon. How fun is that? And then the moon, oh, this is nice. The moon is connecting to Jupiter later in the evening, and that works well with that North Node Neptune energy. So, moon sextiling Venus. Again, what I'm feeling with this, especially as Venus is moving into retrograde formation, it's in its pre-retro shade, is that there may be some contrast, there may be some challenges that you can understand what you really want from the contrast, from the challenge. So keep that in mind through these challenges. Again, Pluto feels kind of like that energy too. Like these challenges, they're showing you what you really want so that you can hold space for what you really want while working and alchemizing, stirring the pot where you're at, right? I love that Moon-Jupiter conjunction happening in the evening. The North Node Neptune exact conjunction is also happening like in the evening. So there's a little magic. This is the time to take a little time to connect into Source, God, Universe, Spirit, to daydream, to put on the pink glasses for a little bit and be like, what does my world look like? What does my future look like? What does my energy around me look like with these rose-colored glasses on? How would I like this to look? And spend some time energizing that, engaging that. That's part of miracle mindset, is taking those aligned actions as well. Now, I do have some beautiful cards in here. Source. Miracle mindset, I think, is about fully trusting life, fully trusting Source, God, Universe. And again, in that trust, we make those aligned moves, which is part of fire energy, the action. And in that, we find ourselves flowering and opening possibilities. Now, I have to say, the change card is here. So the cards are like, hey, it's not happening yet. But don't get discouraged if you're like, I am praying for a miracle. And then you look around and there's nothing. Miracles will take their time sometimes. Divine timing takes its time. Trust in that. And the final card is there's still healing for all of us, much of us to do around our mindset, around how we're showing up in the world. And so we need to take a little bit of that time. Now, I pulled Cat Chaos cards. There's a little spicy. Let's start here. Justice. I think this is too much of a real world picture right now for many. I don't like the way this feels. I didn't like the way it made me feel. But this might be part of the miracle mindset energy that we're holding space for. Next to it is the Magician, which again is not necessarily what I would like to align with the Magician. But I'm taking the spirit of the Magician card and reminding ourselves that our mindset, the Magician reminds us the mindset is important. And this card is truly powerful in all of it. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what's really important. Never lose sight of your values and holding space for the miracles and holding space for the solutions where, again, you can take your aligned action towards what you really, really want. So go listen to that song, I Believe in Miracles, or listen to A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Make, or whatever miracle song that reminds you that we're all in this together, but like we're all feeding the vision together, and we might as well feed it good, healthy mindset foodies. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong. And you need to know that you can trust the process, because you and me and we are all the solution. Namaste.